The traffic cops patrol BBC One in half an hour after A Life of Grime, which includes scenes you may find disturbing.
I see trees of green.
You've got a rat as big as a cat out there.
I see them blue.
Oh my God.
Nice and gently, boys. I feel great.
Myself. What a wonderful world.
It's the festival of Eid, and in Turnpike Lane, North London, the Muslim butchers are preparing the meat for the celebration. Preparing to meet them is Environmental Health Officer Dr. Yunus Tainaz.
I'm doing every single butcher in this road today as part of my project.
Yunus's project is to make sure the meat is fit for sale and that it's halal, killed in the traditional way.
Halal means wholesome. It is an Arabic word, which means wholesome, permissible, and that the food is produced in accordance with the Islamic way of killing.
According to Muslim law, the animal must have its throat cut and immediately be drained of blood.
Well, I'm examining this chicken, you know, to see if they are fit for human consumption or not. But I cannot say if they are halal because I didn't see the way they are slaughtered. You know, but I'm just see the freshness, if any decomposition. As you know, the examination of meat in this country is sensory. You see the smell, you see the appearance, and so on.
John Hall has one of the most harrowing jobs in Haringey. John and his team clear out council houses that have been left empty because someone has died or been evicted. Today they're clearing a house abandoned by drug users.
This is just pure filth. This is one of the bad ones here, without a doubt. Quantity-wise, we've had more, but for filth and dirt, this is one of the worst.
They were all down and out from anywhere and everywhere. They're all drunk. And it started off with a couple in there, and it ended with at least 20 people in there. They were going out all night to about 4 o'clock in the morning, coming home drunk. One threw one out the window upstairs. He went to hospital, the ambulance came.
It was his house, council house, and he took them all in as buddies and they just walked all over. He's the one that went out through the window, isn't he? The tenant.
The fella living there.
Yeah.
Every year the team cleans up 100 derelict properties.
This junk is really on another planet, probably.
Kind of dark in here.
When we come here the other day, there was 4 coppers, and they come in first. And one of them, I heard him say, he said he thought his place was a bit untidy in the morning when he left home because there was a couple of newspapers on the settee. He said, I've been in here, he said, I feel better now. That sums it up.
Junkies are not the only nuisance neighbours. These houses have a plague of rats. Millie Johnston and George Whordley are on their trail.
Yeah, look. See one, they've been running underneath there, from next door.
Yeah.
Rats, see the rat? We've got a rat one there, look, nice and smooth.
George is from Pest Control and Millie is an environmental health officer. But today they've teamed up to rid the terrace of its rat run.
Looks like it's been going on for ages, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it has.
Hi, we're from Haringey Environmental Health. We came the other day because of the rat problem.
They hang around the back of that thing there.
Yeah, we know, because we saw the rat holes as well.
And they're big, 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 big rats.
I know.
Do we just, where the bins are, we just thought they were just attracted from the bins.
If we can just locate where all the holes are, then we'll know how many properties are involved in the whole thing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, look, you can see where they've been coming in and out of that hole there, and they've been going right through the gardens there. See, Millie? slowly, just look slowly.
I am looking slowly.
Surprising how high they can jump, isn't it? Hey?
Straight for my face. You're better looking. What are we going to do with it now?
Oh, God. I don't expect that. I mean, like, I don't know what two dead rats are doing in there. It looks like it's been eating him, look.
I've never liked them, never will. Especially when they jump at you.
Especially when they what?
When they jump at you.
The highlight of the Festival of Eid is the Qurbani, the sacrifice of a lamb. But before the carcasses can be sold and eaten, Eunice wants a peek.
Assalamu alaikum. What time Qurbani is coming, brother? 6, 7, yeah? When this Qurbani delivered, I would like to check them, make sure that they are slaughtered in a registered slaughterhouse. Also, they went through public health checks. This is the main thing. So I have nothing to hide. My presence is very good. There's another 2, 3 shops which I would like to warn them about it, that I will be around, and that's it. He's arranging for the delivery of the Qurbani. Mota is here, the fat man is here. Never mind. I'm fat. Obesity? Never mind. Doesn't offend me. It's a good name.
Okay.
Can I see the Qurbani before you give people?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's coming with his lorry today?
Yeah, he's coming.
Yes, okay. This is the last butcher I'm going to. I think he's closed because of Friday prayer.
He's got the prayer.
Yeah. So I'm going for my prayer as well.
This rat doesn't have a prayer.
I don't like rats because A, they bite, they're filthy, they're germy, and they're not the sort of rats that you'd find in a pet shop. In fact, if you back them in, they'll attack you.
Millie?
George has found the source of the rat problem.
Oh, gosh.
The saw pipe, the rats are coming out the saw pipe at the side.
What it means is that the rats have been tunnelling through the drain, and they've basically formed their own little rat run within the drainage system.
Millie, you ain't got no smoke rockets?
No, I haven't. I'm just thinking that.
Oh, you definitely get a smoke test here.
The rats seem to be emerging from the sewer. To get to the bottom of the problem, George and Millie need to go back for some extra firepower.
Clean up at home. Clean up at home. I cry, you can't go wrong.
At the council house, one of the clear-up team is taking an unexpected shower.
Possibly the water's switched off, so they've got no water. So they use all the cans and they just piss in them. When we cleared the front, it was full of beer cans, but they like urinated in them all. So as we tried to sweep them all up, it was going all over the place. The smell was terrible. That's basically what it was.
Can't do nothing. Just keep carry on.
You have to work through that?
Yeah. So just wipe it off. That's all you can do.
Well, it's only disinfectant. It's only, you know, just kill the smell mainly, maybe a few germs. But I mean, nobody in their right mind would live in a place like that. Shit. No.
Islam is a way of life where you have to do your job properly. You make sure that you wish others as you wish to yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What I apply on others, I applied on myself in my personal life.
It's nearly 7 p.m. and the first consignment of Kobani has arrived.
Not on the floor, please. No meat on the floor, please. No meat on the floor. Meat not on the floor. The shit is here. You stand here, getting meat on the floor, no good. All right? Well, I'm checking the delivery of the Kurbani.
Where should we put it?
You carry it straight down or you put a plastic.
Put it on our shoulders.
Excuse me, don't argue with me, don't speak with me. Okay? You go to your shop there. Nothing to do with you. Go to your shop.
Hold this. Listen.
This one's bloody hell.
Eunice is looking for carcasses with their heads attached, which would be illegal.
Right.
If only he could get on the truck.
So we got heads, meat heads, the food, the heads. Did you take any heads with you?
Head.
No?
Nowhere.
I'll do it my way, thank you. All right, thank you.
In this case, the carcasses are fine,
Okay, thanks.
All right now.
but their handling leaves a lot to be desired.
No meat on the floor, please. Could be dog shit, could be cat shit, could be anything. Dirty microbes, yeah?
Yes.
And you stand here, right? And then you stand here. Somebody eat this, don't cook it properly. A pregnant woman, she can get a blind child. It can cause food poisoning. It's no good for you.
Right.
Huh? And you are Muslim. Today is Qurbani. Must be clean and neat. That's why. Must look after yourself. Take the meat and good luck, yeah? Okay, see you some other time, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
They're working overtime at the mortuary, where technician John Waller is preparing for a late guest.
I'm waiting for a little old lady who's been found dead in a house. There's police on scene. I don't know whether they forced entry, I don't know, but they found a old lady there naked, and it looks like she's died of hypothermia. When people get cold, they put clothes on, but with hypothermia, they take clothes off. So 9 times out of 10, you'll find them absolutely naked in a field somewhere, and you think, what's happened? Have they been raped or what? The body will be like it's come out of a fridge. That's how cold it is. I'm just going to put a little drop of water. Just ease it. The body's really, really cold, really cold. And the bruising, she may have been falling over. What I should do now, I should get the body size. And she's only a little small little thing. The coffin size, 5'3". There you go.
8 o'clock and Eunice is into his stride.
What time order coming?
I don't know, some 57 o'clock. Coming or coming today?
Yeah. Who is the butcher or the slaughterhouse who do the Kurbani for you?
Kurbani order not coming today, huh? Today my order not coming.
Tomorrow morning?
No, today coming or not coming today?
I see. All right, I'll see you sometime, yeah? Maybe tonight, yeah, you never know, yeah? If no sleep, maybe I'm tired, you know, I come back. If I'm tired, not tired, then come tomorrow.
Okay,
okay.
Every day come.
Okay, tashakkurat.
By now, dozens of carcasses should be arriving in Turnpike Lane. Eunice suspects the butchers are giving him the runaround.
It could be that they want the Kurbani to be delivered complete with heads, and when they realize I'm around, they change their tactic on delivery. That could be, you know, deliveries coming later on tonight. I'll try to hide. They don't recognize this car, so I have to hide. And I like my customers to come around that I can, you know, inspect them That's it. Surveillance is part of the job. And I can wait here until tomorrow morning, you know, I don't care. Important thing that the meat come and the meat is fit for human consumption.
While Eunice is on surveillance, John is playing the sleuth.
I should imagine she's been dead for over 12 hours, possibly 12 hours. Because rigor mortis within the body, after 24 hours, it goes completely. So you don't really know how long they've been dead. But looking at this, it comes in the head, goes down, rigor mortis. So looking at this now, it's gone. It's gone in the head, it's gone in the arms, but it's still in the legs, just slightly in the legs. So tomorrow that will be completely gone. Purging from the mouth, it could be a lot of things really. It could be ulcer, burst ulcer. So I'm going to cover her over so she has a little bit of dignity.
Only tomorrow's post-mortem will determine whether the lady died of hypothermia or an ulcer.
I'll get ready for the next one. Bit busy tonight. Must have a rush on.
But there's no rush in Turnpike Lane. Eunice has been staking out the butchers for 3 hours.
Well, I waited enough now and I'm going to go home and I have to call it a day.
Haringey's animal warden, Peter Rowlings, is up with the lark.
We've got up really early to come over to Hackney and help the Hackney animal wardens evacuate animals from an area around where a building's being blown down. Peter, the animal warden, has picked some animals up. You can hear the dog.
From yesterday's collections, it's friendly enough, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
A 20-storey 60s tower block is to be blown up at 12 o'clock. The surrounding council flats need to be emptied, so the animal wardens have to evacuate 13 cats, 2 dogs and 3 budgies, and the people wardens have to evacuate 400 households.
We're just alerting them at the moment. We'll probably start panicking a bit later on because it's getting nearer the time, but at the moment we're just alerting them so that they can start preparing themselves and get ready to go.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
They are in danger, so we have to get them out, and that's our job.
Uptight.
The animal wardens are in danger too.
All right. Yep. Ching. That's all right. No problem. All right, see ya, bye.
At the mortuary, John Waller is preparing for the post-mortem.
We're going to do that old lady that came in last night, and doctor's going to examine her. Right.
Next, the 3.5 centimetre rotors in the entry aspect of the left knee, and 4 by 3 centimetre grooves below the entry aspect of the left knee.
It turns out to be a natural death due to a chronic ulcer. Well, I thought it was hypothermia yesterday, and then I said to you, looking around that purge, possibly could be a chronic ulcer. And it turned out, didn't it? So I was halfway there, so I could get an extra rise going. You don't know, do you?
What's his name?
Smokey.
Smokey. There we go, Smokey.
Okay,
Come on.
once you've been given the all clear to come back, which might be about 2 o'clock, it should be around 2-ish. Yeah.
What time do you have to leave there?
You have to be out of here by 10 o'clock.
We have a property where the gate is locked, but the front door is open, and the police have just called out because we've had no response from it. And there appears to be no one in there, but we're going to have to force it open just to be on the safe side.
Choking nightmare.
2 hours to blow down. Gizmo, the last cat of the day, is in the bag, or so they think.
Oh! It's gone back to the S. It went running back that way. If I go and check there.
I'll go this way.
Yeah.
Where did this cat come from?
11 Cody cop.
Right. What colour is it?
Black and white.
Where is the owner?
Indoors, 11 Cody cop.
Bit of a fault on the cage, unfortunately. It's supposed to have a lock across there, which has come off. And the cat's got out. Which is worrying, to say the least. Because the owners put the animals into our care and expect them to be well looked after, and then something like this happens. Unfortunately, we can't leave it in the area because the block's going to come down.
Back at the rat run, George and Millie have returned with smoke rockets to find out where the rats are coming from.
That's the one we want to do a test on, that one there. You just like the rocket, put it down the hole there, cover it up, and just wait a while and see if it comes out of here. Or if it doesn't come out of here, it'll come out of the saw pipe, and that tells you it's broken. So we haven't got a gas leak anywhere. And normally that smoke all comes flying back and it's just been sucked down. There's a draft somewhere. Normally when you put a torch there you see a smoke.
It's going somewhere else. Straighten. Going to open the manhole.
Smoke should be pouring through there. Nothing yet. It's going somewhere. We'll have to just wait. Just give it a while.
It came this way.
It came sort of like out and ran, didn't it?
75 minutes to blow down, and Gizmo is still on the run.
This is its home here. So I'm going to walk round the front and just see if he's gone round there. And I hope the owners don't see me.
One household is also unaccounted for.
There's heating on and they don't know whether the people are still in the flat or whether they've left.
Does the cat normally go out quite a lot? She does. We just want to see if she's out there. So. Out there. I have to have a walk around. I have to go walking. No? Okay.
We've got just over an hour to find it. Fingers crossed.
George and Millie can't find the smoke.
It's not even coming through the hole where in the top bit of that pipe. Should probably get home from work and find our house is filled with smoke.
It's going.
Yeah. Where though? The smoke appears to be going downwards. The smoke alarm, listen. In the house. Told you. Oh my God, our house. Gonna have the fire brigade turn up now.
Oh, shh. Where am I going to put this rocket? Hang on, get out of the way. I'm going to run it down to where the rats are. Well, that's bad anyway. If the smoke's coming out of there. God, what are you going to do now?
I knew that was going to happen.
Never happened before. This smoke alarm works.
At the blowdown, all the missing people have been accounted for and everyone's in place. Celebrities, local people, demolition squad, but not Gizmo.
Just make sure you move back now to the exclusion zone.
Well, we're running really short on time now because the area should be sort of pretty much evacuated. It's a bit like needle in a haystack. There's just too many bushes, too many cars, cupboards, gardens. I think at the moment we just haven't got a hope in hell of finding it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye now.
Dustbin! But it's not coming this way.
No, it's blowing across over that way.
Can't smell any smoke, but something definitely triggered our alarms off. Look towards the back. Can you see, like, a bit misty?
Yeah.
That's what I could see.
So, if the rats are running down the cellar, she doesn't even know she's got them down there. No. Just say the smoke's gone down there, we need to investigate it.
Yeah, I don't want to frighten her.
You need to put a note in the door saying you might get a faint smell of smoke in your house.
Eventually, Millie reassured the householders and George rectified the rats. As the demolition squad picks its way over 15,000 tonnes of rubble, Pete's taking the animals home.
This morning.
Very well behaved pussycat, that one.
But it's not good news for Gizmo's owner.
What we'll do is we'll just wander around, we'll have a look in your garden and a few of the other gardens.
Sheltering now because it's raining.
Yeah.
Does she shelter in your garden when it rains, do you know? Or?
Yeah, she does.
Right. I'll leave you a number so that you can get in contact with me.
It'll turn up. I have every confidence it will turn up.
It took 4 lorry loads to clear the junkie's legacy. Refurbishing the house ready for the next tenant will cost the council £14,000.
This is the one that had all the piss, the really bad smell and everything and whatever. And now it's ready for someone to move into.
You got to clean up at home. You got to clean up at home. Clean up at home. I'm glad you can't go wrong.
Wait there. Hello?
Hello, Peter.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
How you doing?
Not too bad. They found the cat.
Oh, what, the one that ran off in the blowdown?
Yeah, it returned on its own accord.
All right. When did it go back?
Just after, it must have returned just after midnight or so, early hours of the morning.
On the same night, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It returned back to the garden. Yeah.
Oh, well, good news, mate.
All right, then.
Lovely.
Okay, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya. Everything's okay with it, so that is a great relief.
I knew she'd come back. Whether she would have been okay or not was a different story, but she did come okay. She's a bit traumatised, but she's okay. She's very agitated and, you know, she don't stick around for too long. When she hears a noise, she runs, and she's changed, but she's back. You know, that's the main thing.
What a wonderful
Now at a time when it seems nothing can stop it.
It's time to hear what the world thinks.
In a unique event, Andrew Marr fields opinion from all over the globe on living with the world's most powerful nation.
What the world thinks of America.
Tonight at 9.
On BBC Two.
Now on BBC One, BBC London News, or for your local programme, press the red button on your digital remote.
Gangsters in the firing line. The Mets in Romania trying to stop the flood of guns, drugs and sex slaves being smuggled into London. The family of a young Londoner shot by the Israeli army asked the government to help prosecute the soldier. why the state of our decaying sewers are bringing the rats out to play. And it's the woman with the big hair and the big voice. She's back, but this time she's flying solo.
So that's going to inevitably put major pressures on our sewer networks.
But in Muswell Hill in North London, problems of overflowing sewage have already been attracting some unwelcome visitors. Rat catchers have had to track 20 rodents as big as 12 inches long, spotted along this alley. They've no doubt it's overflowing sewage causing the problem.
Is it getting worse, do you think, with the rats?
I think so, yeah. You know, there's more pest control companies now than there was 20 years ago, so it's telling you something, isn't it?
What size of rats do you see?
Roughly about 12, 16 inches long.
Doesn't frighten you then?
No.
We've moved on 102 years or so since some of the drainage system was originally built. We've connected numerous flats that have all been subdivided into main sewer systems, and perhaps they can't really cope with everything that's happening.
It's estimated 60 million rats live in London's sewers and waterways. Members of the GLA were able to put their questions to Thames Water on how a system is to be modernised, which has served the capital so well for so many years.
And I can tell you that those same Assembly members you saw at the end of the film there were invited by Thames Water to see for themselves the state of London sewers. They're actually going down with their wellies next month to meet the rats. I'll leave you to make of that, Gillian, what you will. A bit of comment there, Sarah, thank you. 2 murders of Tamil men in...
Good evening, this is BBC London News. A male nurse has been beaten to death at a hospital in South London. The dead man, who was 33, worked at the Springfield Hospital in Tooting. A 21-year-old local man has been arrested. Tom Edwards reports.